This is the Indonesia Channel.
Coming up in today's Indonesia, what the public expects of President-elect Joko Widodo's cabinet lineup. Our Business Watch features Barbie dolls dressed in traditional clothing to get young people enthused. And we travel to Semarang City, where ancient history is showcased for everyone. Selamat berjumpa lagi. Welcome to today's Indonesia from Jakarta. I'm Prisma Kinanti. President-elect Joko Widodo's team has launched an online poll to see whom the people prefer for ministerial posts and has vowed to recruit experts and professionals. The Indonesia Channel's Nicole Lee reports.
President-elect Joko Widodo is preparing his cabinet lineup before taking office on October 20th. Joko Widodo says ministerial candidates will have to meet the criteria for their respective posts, and people are eagerly waiting his choices. Yet even before being elected president, Joko Widodo promised not to form a cabinet based on the interest of his coalition partners. Last week, he launched an online survey called People's Choice for an Alternative Cabinet, the first of its kind in the nation's history. The survey, published on JokoWiCenter.com, offers 3 choices for each ministerial post in a cabinet of 34 ministers. It also provides an options if respondents wish to propose other names. With Joko Widodo vowing to recruit people from various political and professional backgrounds, people believe the online poll is an effective way for their voices to be heard.
Menurut saya lebih bagus non-politik yang profesional. Jadi mereka tidak terikat kepentingan partai.
Politik. Karena pasti dia tahu kan tentang apa urusan politik, udah berpengalaman dalam bidang politik.
Cocokan yang non politik kayaknya deh. Soalnya kayak yang politik kebanyakan udah ya kayak gitu.
Analysts say the formation of the new cabinet will be Joko Widodo's first test as president, in which the public will see whether he is firm and trustworthy. It will also show how Joko Widodo copes with pressure from powerful business or political interests.
Apabila memang presiden dan wakil presiden itu betul-betul bisa independen dan mandiri dari tekanan-tekanan partai politik dan kepentingan vested interest.
Mungkinkah
itu yang akan membuat sulit? Menurut saya harusnya bisa ya, karena Pak Jokowi adalah orang yang mengatakan begini, saya ini orang baru, saya tidak punya hutang budi.
Regardless of how Joko Widodo forms his cabinet, analysts say people are already placing big hopes in him to create a better Indonesia. Nicole Lee, the Indonesia Channel, Jakarta.
We get perspective now from our viewpoint analyst. Wimar Witular is here. He's a former presidential spokesman, now running his own communications company. Wimar, the public is waiting for Jokowi's cabinet lineup. What should be Jokowi's main consideration in a
Well, he should put utmost importance on retaining the level of confidence that he has gained throughout the elections, but in a different form. He will not have the support he got from the citizen constituency. He will need party support without compromising. He will need to get along in the parliament without yielding his position. So it's a tall order, but this is the biggest challenge maybe.
But not talking about his party's support to Joko Widodo as a president-elect. Now, he promised also that he won't create a cabinet based on his coalition party's interest. Will this even be possible?
I think so. He is nothing if not innovative and courageous. Remember that he has been independent all his career, and this time he should maintain that position. It will not be the same kind of party lineup that we have now. We will not have the permanent coalition, which is in the process of disintegrating, and we will not have the PDIP in a dominant position, since the campaign was not run by the party but by volunteers. So he will seek to confirm or strengthen the support by that by the volunteer movement, by a new alignment of party forces.
But some people are assuming that there will be much pressure on Jokowi from the Megawati's point of view and also from his coalition parties.
Well, the coalition parties that he has do not have any muscle. They are just, supporting the right. Whereas Megawati has lost the power she once had, again, by yielding the position of the party to Jokowi's success team. You must remember that the campaign was not run by the PDIP.
So it has been proven before.
Yes, it has been proven.
Now, earlier last week, he opened an online poll for the survey for the public to trying to fill in the position Jokowi would like to know who the public wants to be in the cabinet. Do you think will this be an effective way to create a cabinet?
It will be an effective way for him to get to know. It will not be his main instrument of choice. He will choose totally on his own judgment and the judgment of a few close associates, but not on an online process. That it would be very naive.
And several names has already appeared, such as Puan Maharani, Megawati's daughter, Mira Lesmana, and Bandung Mayor Ridwan Kamil. Are they reliable candidates?
I think names are at this moment quite premature to be mentioned. By the time October rolls along, we will see many of those names disappear and many new names come up. So I would not rule out a whole set of new names.
But as a citizens, who would you suggest to fill in the cabinet?
Anyone that Jokowi trusts.
All right, last question, Wimar. After taking in the office later in October, what's the major homework for Jokowi to finish?
Well, he will have to have a quick start in areas that require the most change. Most notably, the feeling of security, to get rid of all this commotion we've had during the aftermath of the elections, and we'll need to place some initiatives in the fields of health and education, and also in the field of the returning the rights of the indigenous people to the forests.
And because people has already also put a big hope for Jokowi to create
and
a better
rightly so. Rightly so. I, as a citizen, I'm placing big hope on this government because this might be our last hope.
Divine analyst Wimar Witular, thank you. A state-owned railway operator experienced an 18% rise in the number of train passengers during this year's Lebaran exodus. Authorities say the number of train passengers increased to 3.4 million compared to 2.9 million last year. Railway tickets to Jakarta have been selling fast at the end of Lebaran holiday as workdays resume on Monday. Even travelers have ordered tickets 3 months in advance. Railway stations in Jakarta now face a daily passengers volume of 30,000. More than 3.6 million people are expected to return to Jakarta after the coming home tradition or mudik. Now to our first look at the weather. Standing by at the weather monitor is Winnie Kusuma Wardani. Win, what's the quick forecast for tomorrow?
Yay, Prisma, the sun is out. Here in the capital, expect a mostly sunny day, but with the possible thunderstorm. The daytime high will hit 33 degrees Celsius and nighttime temperatures will cool down to 24. That's first weather. I'll be back with the complete forecast later in the program. Back to you.
Thank you, Winnie. Today's Indonesia will continue shortly. Our Business Watch features uniquely dressed Barbie dolls representing Indonesian culture. That's ahead.
Kehidupan ini apa? Kehidupan ini adalah serangkaian daripada masalah.
Kamu pasti meragukan cinta Rama.
Bilang sama saya, kamu itu sebenarnya ada janji penting apa?
Anak itu sudah mati. Toh kita nggak tahu kuburan di mana.
Hi, I'm Lorraine Hahn, and this is Executive Golf.
Executive Golf, only on the Indonesia Channel.
You're watching Today's Indonesia from the Jakarta studio of the Indonesia Channel, the country's first with 24 hours in English. Prime trading after Eid holiday brings some negative note for the market. Here with that and more in our Business Watch is Deborah Prasilia. Deb, what happened?
Prisma active selling is all over the market. This morning, it fell 0.65%, and rupiah also immediately weakened. Analysts say that it's difficult for the market to strengthen because investors also tend to refrain from the political situation. As for the market today, here's how they finished in Jakarta and around the region. Local companies using unique versions of the well of Barbie doll to get young people interested in traditional Indonesian clothing. Indonesia Channel's Andita Winda reports.
Concern about the lack of interest among young people in traditional clothing inspired Oni Melani Sarasasi to start a business producing uniquely dressed Barbie dolls. Oni creates Barbie dolls dressed in clothing representing each of Indonesia's 33 provinces. Branded Mustika Nusantara Indonesia dolls, they feature customary attire complete with accessories and original fabric from each region.
Karena produk Mustika Indonesia ini dia mengenakan hampir asli, jadi seperti batiknya, terus tenun ikat, terus yang berupa hasil olahan dari provinsi masing-masing tuh mereka menggunakan itu.
Customers say that besides their beautiful clothing, these Indonesian Barbie dolls can also educate children.
Kan jadi mereka tahu bahwa ada kebudayaan kita, adat-adat istiadat kita, macam-macam. Anakku juga salah satunya kayak gitu. Jadi ngerti, oh adatnya Palembang ini, adatnya Sumatera ini, adatnya Jawa gitu.
Oni started her business in 2006 with 20 million rupiah or nearly $2,000, decorating Barbie dolls with kebaya outfits with the aim of introducing the beauty of Indonesian culture to children, which was starting to be forgotten. She has since successfully developed Barbie dolls sporting traditional attire representing each of the nation's 33 provinces. Each doll costs 350,000 to 400,000 rupiah or $30 to $34. 16 people work with Oni to produce 30 dolls a day. She sells around 400 dolls per month, earning hundreds of millions of rupiah. For her next project, Oni wants to produce dolls using a fresh concept but still featuring traditional Indonesian clothing and sell them throughout Europe.
Menciptakan boneka yang sepasang, jadi dengan nuansa yang baru.
In Indonesia, the dolls can easily be found in Palembang, Surabaya, Jakarta, and Yogyakarta. Meanwhile, in overseas markets, they can be found in several countries including Vietnam, Suriname, Singapore, Japan, the Netherlands, Australia, and Italy. Andita Winda, the Indonesia Channel, Jakarta.
And that's Business Watch Prisma. Thank you, Dad. More of Today's Indonesia is coming up. We travel back in time to observe the remnants of the Dutch colonial era in Semarang. Next.
Indonesia's first 24-hour English TV channel is here, with an exciting mix of programming to inform and entertain viewers around the world. The Indonesia Channel offers something for everyone, from world-class lifestyle shows like Yoga Bliss to the hottest music hits and artists on iPop. News and information are an important part of the Indonesia Channel, with Today's Indonesia and ASEAN Today providing what you need to know. International hosts such as Lorraine Hahn, Jamie Aditya, Caitlin Turner, and Dalton Kanonakap are among the faces you'll see. Movies, dramas, travel, and more are all on the Indonesia Channel. for the world to see.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesian.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
We are Indonesia.
This is Today's Indonesia, and we're your daily window into this dynamic archipelago. Semarang, a city in central Java, offers visitors the experience of traveling back to the Dutch colonial era. The Indonesia Channel's Nonggol Darapatri got us there.
Semarang, a city in central Java, offers an historical holiday experience. Once colonized by the Dutch, Semarang has inherited their ancient monuments. Kota Lama, or the Old Town, is the silent witness of the Dutch presence in the 16th century. Sitting on 30 acres of land, back then Kota Lama was a center of economic activity. Today, the locals call it Little Netherlands. Although the city has huge potential for tourism, the local government has made little effort to preserve its historical buildings. Only 5% of these buildings are owned by the local government. The majority belong to state-owned enterprises or are privately owned. Most of the buildings are being sold, while some are even being renovated for businesses such as restaurants. There are currently around 50 historical buildings in the area, nearly all of which are abandoned. One of them is Emmanuel Protestant Church. Located on Jalan Suprapto, it's also known as Blenduk Church. Blenduk is a local word meaning giant ball that refers to the shape of the church's dome. Established in 1753, the church remains largely in its original state. It even has the original chairs, pulpit, and pipe organ. Sadly, the pipe organ no longer works. With no help from the local government, some people are struggling to preserve the church. Visitors are asked for voluntary donations. The money collected will be used for the church's maintenance.
Untuk penkot itu sampai hari ini belum ada, Mbak. Jadi kita hanya swadaya dari pengunjung, dari jemaat, dan para donatur yang peduli dengan bangunan gereja ini.
In February 2009, Blenduk Church received an award for Best Maintained Old Place of Worship. Not only is there Dutch heritage, in Semarang's Chinatown stands the city's oldest temple, Sam Po Kong. Built in 1724 to honor Chinese Muslim Admiral Cheng Ho, the temple is still used for worship. The Sampo Kong complex includes 3 temples in a mixed Chinese and Javanese architectural style. Red, yellow, and green colors dominate the temple. Red and yellow portray Chinese culture, while Muslims believe that green is Prophet Muhammad's favorite color.
Menurut saya menarik aja karena kan Cina tuh kebanyakan Konghucu dan ternyata di sini pun
justru kuilnya dibangun nggak cuma Cinanya aja, tapi ada Muslimnya juga dan ada Jawanya juga gitu, Mbak.
Here, visitors can dress in traditional Chinese clothing and have their photos taken. The total cost is 80,000 rupiah, or around $8. Nonggo Darapati, the Indonesia Channel.
Let's get our complete weather picture now. For the outlook across the archipelago, we go back to Winnie as the weather monitor. Winnie, how Tuesday will be like?
Well, Prisma, is going to be a warm and sunny picture for most area. Now let's start in Aceh, where a cloudy day is the forecast, reaching a high of 34. Medan will see a couple of thunderstorms. The high will be 33 and will cool down to 24 at night. From Sumatra, we head over to Java. Want to explore Indonesia but having a tight schedule? You can experience Mini Indonesia by visiting Taman Mini Indonesia, located in East Jakarta. Here in the capital, Jakarta, expect a sunny and nice day with a high of 33 degrees Celsius. Yogyakarta, the heart of Javanese culture, is one of Indonesia's province, which is rich in history, heritage art, natural splendors, and also culinary adventures and amazing place to visit. Surabaya will see a mostly sunny and breezy day. The daytime high will hit 32, cooling down to 24 at night. In Bali's capital, Denpasar, expect a mostly sunny and humid day. The high will be 29. Heading up to Makassar, temperatures will range from 22 to 32. Expect a sunny day with a possible thunderstorm. And in Papua, Jayapura, the high projected to be 31. Expect a couple of afternoon thunderstorms. Well, Prisma, Deb, that's the forecast for Tuesday.
Thank you,
Yes.
Winnie. And now it's Monday.
Yes,
It's time for Designer Spotlight.
Yes.
When what you're wearing?
I'm actually wearing Esme Gallery exclusively for Audioli. The top is a Midas top. Midas.
I like the color.
Yeah.
It's nice and bright.
It is. It's very bright. It's actually because it's sunny outside too. It's
Yeah.
It's really
And
perfect to wear it. Sorry?
Orange is your favorite color.
Yes, it is my favorite color, and yours too, right?
Yes, Indonesian traditional batik cartoon.
Yes, it is. See, it is very nice.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Win. Now it's feedback time. Danny sent us an email. Congratulations on your new channel. I'm a raving fan now. Thank you for watching, Danny, and tell your friends about us. If you have any comments you'd like to share, you can contact us at info@indonesiachannel.com. We're also reachable through social media. And that's today's Indonesia from Jakarta. Thank you for watching. With Deb and Winnie, I'm Prisma Kinanti. Please join us again tomorrow.